And this is A&B Convo's Wrestling Edition.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? We are back, and I sincerely hope better than we were yesterday, because that stream was all kinds of janky. A&B Convos Wrestling Edition, but you already knew that. But if you don't know, now you know. Say what's going on to Bone Crusher, the channel mascot. Bone Crusher's in the house, baby!
Baby! Okay, now it's started.
Bone Crusher. So good to see you. I think we're looking okay.
Yeah.
I think we're sounding okay. And I think we got some people in here. What's going on, everybody? It's good to see you guys in here. Who is first in line? As always, the Fast Pass, Jedi Knight 88.
Yes, what up?
We acknowledge you. What's going on, Oos?
Acknowledge.
It's good to see you in the house. Isaiah Smalls.
Hey, Isaiah.
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, what's up, Isaiah? And we got the Nation of Domination. People are coming in. Come on in, folks. The water is fine.
Just fine.
Jinx. Girl.
You owe me a soda. Where my soda at? Hold on.
What up, Mary? Good to see you.
Hey, Mary.
Just Alex. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know Just Alex. Alex's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Say what's up with Just Alex.
What up, Just
I'm pretty sure
Alex?
besides I'm doing a post Raw review, so when you're done with us, go on over there and check out his channel. What's going on?
Right.
I can't believe Triple H would approve Omos versus Lesnar. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
They don't have anybody else to face Brock. We don't want to see the same old two people again and again and again. And they don't have anybody else to face Omos.
Hey man, let's get some fresh competition. Let's get Rey Mysterio. Okay, let's get Dominic Mysterio. Huh? Dominic Mysterio versus Brock Lesnar. That's a fire match all day. Come on now. I can't say that with a straight face. What up, Jay Winchester? Good to see you in here.
Hey, Jaden.
Jody Bennett. Woo! What's up, Jody?
What up?
I love this. We got some people in here. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it. I'm mad at official Brock versus Omos at WrestleMania. I mean, again.
You know, it may be a good match and y'all are all going to be just surprised.
I personally would not mind seeing Omos go to Suplex City. I'll be honest with you. I really wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. Yeah. Okay. So John Cena will be back next week. See, WrestleMania. See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, Respect is coming back, and your boy, the Brahma Bull, can't even give a video message. Can't even give a tweet. I'm done talking about The Rock.
Nobody was talking about The Rock.
I'm done talking about The Rock. I want to make sure this is not too loud, because we don't want to get dinged. So we're going to turn that down. If you guys can hear the volume of the show, let us know. Sophie Dovey with the very first super chat of the night. Thank you, Sophie Dovey. We appreciate you. Your thoughts on the rumors of Mania having a short card with being a 2-night event, and for some reason, no Hall of Fame announcement. Oh,
sorry.
Okay, yeah, we missed that part. Yeah, that's just gross.
That's COVID. Like, you just spit that all in his face.
Yeah, you have to pay him a good amount of money to spit in my face. I'm gonna tell you right now. And yeah, see, and then there you go. Shouldn't we be surprised?
Dang! He kept rolling.
So your thoughts on this, on the rumors of Mania having a short card? I mean, let's just take a look at it.
As much as they're charging for it, that's they better not. They better figure this out.
I mean, let's take a look at this. All right, let's take a look at the tail of the tape here, because what do we got? We got WrestleMania. We got a 2-night event. We have Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. We still think that Sami Zayn will some way, somehow be involved in this. We got Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Asuka, just announced Omos, Brock Lesnar. What else we got? I'm sure John Cena will be involved in some way.
And I don't know, they have Ronda's face already. When you look at, if you go back to the WrestleMania, right there, WrestleMania week. I mean, why do you have Ronda right there? That I think they're going to try to incorporate her as well. But what are you going to try to?
I don't know.
I
don't know. I mean, I'm not surprised, but I'm a little taken aback over the fact that we're so close to WrestleMania. I mean, basically tomorrow is it for February. We got 4 weeks. John Cena returns in Boston, Mass. He's going to park the car.
Well, I mean, and what's up with the, like Selfie Duffy said, like, what's up with the Hall of Fame announcements? How, it's kind of rare, isn't it?
I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Hall of Fame announcements?
No Hall of Fame announcement. Yeah, that's a little strange.
We would like to know who we're going to see get inducted in person.
We would, actually. We really would. But let's see what happens in March. Thank you, Sophie Dovey, for that super chat, the OG right there. Jody feels some type of way. I hear you, Jody. We're about to get started. The Women's Tag Team Championships are on the line, folks. And let me ask you this question. We got Lita, old school Lita right here, going with the man, Big Time Bex, against Damage Control. My question to you is, are we going to see a little stratisfaction tonight?
Well, I mean, that would be crazy, but what a dream come true this must be for Becky. You know, Becky looked up to Lita. You know, she was a hero. To come out with not only to her music with her and to have a chance to shot at these titles, that's every kid's dream come true.
Agreed. What's going on, people? Good to see y'all. Thank y'all for watching this with us.
Yes, thank you.
And again,
you know, we always appreciate you coming and hanging out.
Please accept our apologies. Yesterday's stream was booty stank. It was a dumpster fire. It was hot garbage. And I'm happy to announce we have just signed a new deal. We inked the paper in blood with a new...
It was my blood.
With a new internet service provider that's going to be bringing us gigabyte speeds. So this stream is going to be fire!
Richie Bailey!
Very excited. So we appreciate your understanding. Thank you very much. Making a triple threat match. I feel you, Isaiah. Wait, Richie Bailey? What's Richie Bailey? Did I see him?
I see him because I'm further up than you are. But we would like to know how that date went, Richie.
They ruined Gargano's theme. Don't get me started, Jedi Knight. I almost feel like they ruined Gargano. It almost makes sense.
And I need them to start letting Dexter get in the ring. Dexter is good. They're just kind of wasting him. They got to, I don't know, man. I just think bring up Indy and put Candace and put them back together. I mean. Is
it just us? I mean, we're invested in NXT. We're invested in Indy Hartwell. We really are. I could definitely see the improvement in her in-ring abilities. Her mic skills have improved. The issue that I have is I hate for somebody to step up to the plate just to, get beat down or catch a loss.
Well, on this last one, I was like, if she steps up to get beat down again, I'm going to be mad because I feel like they've been giving her the short end of the stick and I need them to stop.
At least it happened the way it happened.
But it didn't because there was an interference. So they kind of saved not having her lose in that way. But yeah. I'm ready for her to come up and be with Dex.
Us too. And it was there when Dexter came back. We had that moment.
Right.
We had the crawl.
Man, they teased it twice, 2 or 3 times, and then you just gonna take it away. How you gonna tease it and take it away?
So it's all good. It's all good.
Darn you.
It is what it is. We pretty much know who's facing who at Mania, even the ones that's not announced yet. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Hear me out. I mean, in years past, we were just watching, as a matter of fact, what was it?
And I do think we'll see Dominic and Ray. I do think that, yeah.
It was A&E biography, Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake, if y'all haven't watched it, you got to watch it.
It was good.
A&E biography, Jake the Snake Roberts. I'm talking about him, his matches WrestleMania, Ricky Steamboat. Let me tell y'all something, okay? Especially WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 3 might have been maybe the pinnacle of a build-up. And it just, for me, hasn't felt like that momentous occasion in a really long time. I need this to be an event.
And they're charging so much for these tickets because it's Hollywood and because everybody thought The Rock was going to be there. And it does not look like they are really delivering a 2-night worthy show. So far, the what we know of is a 1 night at best.
Yeah, and I don't know why they're keeping it so close to the vest. I mean, this is Los Angeles. I mean, you got to pump it up. Who do you got? Who's on the card? Who's performing? What stars do you have?
Right.
Like, this is the time, dog.
This is the time.
You know what I mean?
So now that we know we have Logan and Seth, that has just been added.
Yeah.
Now that we know we have Logan and Seth, I'm not mad at that fight. I think Logan has an attitude and he really thinks that he can win Seth. And I think Seth really has a problem with Logan. Those are the best fights.
What's going on, Marcus Baker? Good to see you in here. It was booty yesterday, but y'all looking on point today. Nation of domination. I can't even lie with you.
Not even
no lies detected.
Not even a good booty.
No cap. Oos. Yeah, but we're better now. And we're going to get even better. So stick with us. We appreciate it.
Hey,
y'all.
Shayla. Welcome.
What's going on, Shayla? Hey, Anthony. Good to see you. J.R. Dugan or J.R. Duggan?
Hey, JR, did you mention that Sophie Dofi has been a member for 14 months?
Oh.
I saw that, Sophie Dofi. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a shout out to Sophie Dofi. Sophie Dofi is one of the OG members.
14 months, yo.
I don't even know what to say. We
flies.
appreciate you rocking with us, Sophie Dofi.
Yes, we do.
And here's to many more.
Okay.
If you want to see Sophie Dofi give us 13 more months, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Crack open a sea visor, 1 beer, 2 beers, 3 beers. I love it. Here we go.
This is not beer.
Damn it, it's root beer.
It's cream soda, actually.
Oh, cream soda. All right. Who do we got in here? Otherwise, Wesley Franklin, good to see you. How are you? Okay, Jody, yeah, give us your weight after this is all said and done. Long-time viewer, proud of you guys. Glad for you's okay. Montrell Houston.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. All right, so what do we got here? Ladies are coming out. Okay,
Looking okay. Looking okay.
Yeah, we're looking okay. We're sounding okay.
I like Lita's shirt. Oh, Lita and Bailey a little twinning it over here with their fishnet shirts.
So I'm gonna
white tank top underneath.
Put it up.
Lita and Bailey look like they're teaming up the way that they're dressed alike. I think they're a little mad about it.
Here we go. All right, here we go. See, now I love how they're doing this. You darken the arena, challengers, old school Lita, you still got it. Going against damage control. This is a beautiful thing. My question to you, who's winning this match?
I think they're actually about to give Becky and Lita the title.
You got that straight. We put up the ticker. Here we go, folks. Let's get it on. This is exciting. Because we need new champions. I'm going to say that right now.
And they already had 2 female matches tonight. So this is the 3rd female match of the night.
Good.
So I feel like they're listening.
Dro, Braga's defense, while Omos has opponent. All right. I mean, I'm curious to see what their match is going to be like. I want to see, and I hope I get to see Omos take Brock to the limit.
I don't know how people are not curious about that. Omos is so strong that the average person can't even move him. And Brock is so strong that most people don't know what to do with his strength. So, I mean, I think that I'm hoping that it's going to be something worth seeing.
What's going on, Elmerick? Good to see you. Mr. Hendricks, how are you? What's going on, Alexander? And there's Richie Bailey. Okay, I see Richie. I see you.
You see Richie Bailey in the
Neptune
house.
X. Yeah.
Neptune X.
So far, people are not giving. Wow, Nation, I give Raw 5 out of 10. Jody gives it a 1 out of 10.
Wow. You know, I think, and I've said this before, and I'm just gonna be real. I think that what happens is that you get these moments back to back where you get these amazing moments with like Sammy and the J thing and the bloodline and, you know, Brock and bloodline. And then you have like Cody coming back and you have these amazing moments. And then people start thinking that every show is supposed to be like that. And I don't think that that's like fair. Like, once upon back in the day, you only saw amazing matches like that at the pay-per-views. The shows were what they were. They were entertainment. And I know people don't love to see Doudrop and Candice LeRae, but if they give us 3 women's matches and the main event is a women's match, and then we're giving it a 1 or a 2 out of 10, why are they going to keep showing us the women? Why are they going to keep giving us the women matches? I don't know. I think that we may be a little too hard on them. They're not going to be able to give us these, oh crap, like losing our mind moments every single week. And, you know, I mean, it was fine. It wasn't awful. It didn't like, you know. I think especially because a lot of people don't like the Max and male models.
I'm not mad at him.
And I feel
I used to not like him, but I'm not mad at him.
And I feel like Candice and Doudrop probably felt like a filler match. And then honestly, the Bobby and Elias thing, I mean, what was that, like 2 whole minutes?
It's looking okay. We're still sounding okay. Yeah, I mean, it could be.
Nobody really likes the squash matches like that. And Elias should be given a little more credit. We already know Bobby is strong. They could have let Elias bring it a little better than that.
I would appreciate that. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Clearly, we're going to see Bobby Lashley versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. I'm assuming that it's going to drag this out for the month of March, which I suppose is fine, playing the mind games. I just want to see a decent match. But again, I got to tell you, I'm not mad at Brock versus Omos because it's still an in with the Hurt Business. He F5 MVP. And this situation between Bobby and Brock is still not finished. He still named him in his promo.
Yeah.
After his match. So we're going to see this again.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, okay, bro. Oh, Dro, you're saying Brock has defense and because of MMA and Omos has offense. Okay, I got you.
Offense. I got you.
Michael Tolbert says you're going to see some new champs up in here.
Perhaps. It went amazing. Spend dinner trying to convince her to jump over the dark side wrestling.
Does she think about it? All right. I don't know if she wants to be put on blast. What's her name?
No, we're not doing that.
And we're going to talk to her. Lay it on us.
That only works if she's in the street.
That's okay. Hey, next time you date number 2, go to time code whatever it is.
It'll be like they gave you a shout out.
Yeah, you're not going to get that nowhere else. They don't get that on nobody else's channel. Huh? That's what I'm saying. Indy Hartwell is long overdue on Raw. Thank you. This lady has got some potential. Look, let's just get a pseudo-way reunion. Let's make something happen. Because I don't really know what is going on right now with Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross. Yeah, Nikki Cross, that's just crazy. She got back in her character, and now she's like a beaten puppy dog, just wet in the rain, The ears are flopping down. Following Candace around. What is going on? I don't know if I like it. Y'all think Beth should come back and team with a tie for a tag team? Ooh. Zay. I'm not mad at that. They were a team. That's not bad. They were good together. Wow.
Natalya.
Someone's not a fan of
Hold
that.
up. Wait a minute. Natalya.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
And then Beth Phoenix. And they should tag together. Beth Phoenix and Natalya are not on the same level.
Okay, look.
I know Natalya's trying to level up, but she would have to level way up to get anywhere in her zone. So I don't think that's fair to Beth.
Wow.
Because she's not willing to put herself on the line. Can you imagine her getting her skull busted open and continuing for 1 minute? I'd be surprised if she broke a nail and continued.
Wow.
Oh, that's
so really
nice.
feel about it.
You know what? I apologize.
See,
that was not nice. I took that too far.
Just a little bit. Put some respect on her name.
But she's very princessy.
Yeah, I guess. Almost. Let's get lead. Can we get lead in the ring? Can we get a little lead in here? Does anyone see MJF? Ooh, interesting question.
Those are like backward DDTs.
Just Alex, does anyone see MJF and the Elite coming to WWE when their AEW contracts expire in 2024?
MJF, no doubt. Absolutely. I don't even think that he's remotely been quiet about that. But Elite.
What do you think?
I don't know that the Elite want to be where MJF is.
I don't know. I don't know. That's a fair question.
I don't know about the Elite, man.
I think the bigger question is, what is the WWE going to look like in 2024? Vince is over here talking about, I want to sell this for $100 quadrillion billion dollars. So if the WWE does end up getting sold, I think it's a question of who's going to buy it, what they're going to do with it. Is Triple H still going to be in charge of creative? Is Vince going to be in place? I think that's a big, very nice. Nice from EO, very nice. I think that's a question of who is going to be at the WWE at that time. And let's just assume that it does get sold and just business as usual, right? Contracts expire. When it comes to MJF, I got to tell you, I think it's a similar situation with Bret Hart right before he left. He had an agreement with Vince, and I think Bret is a man of his word, and I think he would have dropped the title the very next night, but instead we had the Montreal screw job because they did not want him to bring that title to WCW. They couldn't take that chance. Mm-hmm. TK made MJF the AEW champion. After everything that happened and him finally coming back, I don't think it's any accident that he became champion.
Oh, no.
You threw some money his way.
And an opportunity to be the champion.
So even if that did happen, they would have to have him drop the title beforehand. And I think he's having too much fun in AEW right now. And he's very not PG era.
But isn't his contract up next year?
That's what I'm saying. Next year.
Oh, I think by next year he'll be ready to go.
Interesting.
His dream is to come here, and he's never changed that. He's very clear.
He was here as a security guard
for one night. But he's made it very clear that they are on speed dial in his ear, and that that this is still his dream. So.
Yep. Becky and Lita. Wow. The whole show is trash. Jody says the whole show is trash. Shayla was the first member. Thank you, Shayla. Jedi Knight is giving Raw an 8 out of 10. Interesting. Michael Tolbert, 9 out of 10. Zay, 5.5. All right. Interesting. Just Alex, I get your point, B. Sadly, it's been an okay show for me, too. I think it being WrestleMania season makes it feel even more like filler. I hope it picks up Friday. See, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's okay. I don't think it's awful, but it's just okay. These are superstars we want to see. They're here for a reason. everybody wants to see what's happening with the bloodline. Everybody wants to see Cody. Everybody, you know, you want to see Rhea and Charlotte, but everybody is not stars, and you do need to give more people airtime. We've been saying we want them to mix it up, and we've seen a lot of different faces tonight. You know what I mean? But
here's the problem that I have with this. Like you said, dang, Bailey.
Lita had it's just been knocked around all night. Hasn't even got in the ring.
Give it a minute.
Did she just uppercut her like that? That was for sure.
It was an upper slap, more so than anything. This being WrestleMania season, again, they called it the grandest stage of them all.
Right.
This is the time for you to shine. Oh, whoa. What happened? Who's that?
Who is it? You guys are right! Oh my gosh!
Trish Stratus is in the house!
Oh!
And take it down, Bailey! And windmilling! She's windmilling!
Yes! Get her, yes!
Bringing back the OG!
Woo!
I love it!
Good she looks though!
I love it!
Oh my gosh! You better change your name, Jody.
There we go.
Come on, man.
Business has just picked up, folks. Good old JR here on commentary. It's good to be back here with my partner, the King, Jerry Lawler. We're calling an old school match. We got Lita, we got Trish, and I gotta tell you, I'm all about getting satisfaction right about now.
She definitely is moving a little slower.
That wasn't a great move. But that's okay. Make that a ladder match. Yeah, Dro. I hear you. The rumors were true. Knew it. Yep. Because it's WrestleMania season. This is the time. It just sucks that we had to wait until the very last match of the show for things to pick up. And this is what I'm saying. It's WrestleMania season. This ain't the time.
Mm.
And I'm saying it's the time for everybody to shine. All the mid-carders. You're not mid-carders during this. Okay, that was whack.
I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's just tired.
That was whack.
But Lita is way underperforming right now, and I'm not happy with it.
You see how she does moonsault. Hang on. Wait. Bailey's back up. And here comes Trish Stratus. Take her down.
Ooh! Oh, knocked her out cold.
Here we go.
Mm.
Becky Lynch is mounting. Oh my gosh. She's mounted Dakota. She's got her in the Disarmer.
Okay, at least she did that right. They are the tag team champions, but Lita underperformed, man.
And no. There we go. The moonsault was good. She hit the moonsault. So I will say she still got it.
She still got some of it. I'm not gonna lie. She was moving real slow when she got in that ring.
It wasn't great. Her moves weren't great. Mm-mm. But the moonsault.
The moonsault was good. She landed that nice.
Fire.
But when she first got in that ring, and it was like she was just doing a run through. I didn't love that.
Trish Stratus back in the house. I love it.
I love it.
This, folks, now I just got the goosebumps. Okay, yep. Now I'm excited. So you can go ahead and get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's talk WrestleMania season.
Yes.
First and foremost, really excited that Trish is back.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, WrestleMania season, this is the time I need everybody to step up their game. They've said this many a time. If you want a spot, then you need to take a spot. This is Monday Night Raw. This has always been the flagship show. So you need to show up. You need to show out, especially now. Do you want to get on the card or not?
Hi, George Lowry.
Show wasn't bad. 8 out of 10 for George Lowry. Michael Torby got fired. Now that was dope. Yes, it was.
Hey, Lawrence.
Yes, it was, but it took 3+ hours to get there.
You know what, Lawrence? I'm not mad at WoW. I'm not mad at WoW, and
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you.
yeah, we've been checking out WoW, and I'm not mad at it.
Well, before you say that,
Uh-oh.
I recorded a little something.
Oh, there's something else I need to see.
I'm gonna show you a little something. The moves were a little.
Oh no! But we have those moments here.
We do. Look, I'm not mad at WoW either. I think it's good. You got to have something to showcase the ladies in a way that wouldn't be done otherwise. There's a lot of talented pro wrestlers out there. I'm a big fan of Asuka Tahaka, and I would love to see her on Monday Night Raw. We see her on WoW under a different moniker, which is fine, but I would love to see her in the Bloodline. I think the Bloodline, I think they pigeonhole themselves with just being Roman, Jay, Jimmy, and then ultimately Solo. Regardless of how Tamina's cardiovascular is or not, they should have had her in there. Should have had Lena in there. They should have brought Zion Quinn up. Like it just, if you're gonna be a faction and be the de facto faction,
Asuka Tahaka is so fly.
then this is how you need to do it. Y'all need to be a gang.
Gang.
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you, George. Appreciate you.
Yeah, the performance wasn't great by Lita overall. I'm not quite sure why.
She was moving slow. I don't know if she was winning. I don't know what she was doing, but I was like, what are you doing?
Thank you, George, for her feeling better. I think because this was what? The Damage Control's third title defense? Right? Second, third, whatever it was.
No, really?
How many title defenses, just Alex, I think you would know, how many title defenses have Damage Control had?
Would know. And actually, Jedi Knight, I love The Miz being host. I think that they bring back people sometimes for nostalgia's sake, but it doesn't necessarily make it highly entertaining. I think I love the idea of Miz being the host. I wouldn't mind Bayley being a host. I mean, there are some people, they give them a talk show for a reason because they are just that entertaining and we want to see them. And Miz is a great talker. He is entertaining. And I'm not mad at that. You know, he's Mr. Hollywood. It makes sense to me.
Let me tell you who I would like to have seen as host. They're now pregnant. I know she can't wrestle. Maria Menounos, I think maybe a co-host. She really loves this business. Mm-hmm. She's friends with everybody. She was not afraid to get in the ring and mix it up. Mad respect for her. And all in all, she did a great job. Heck, even get Bad Bunny. All I'm saying is, this is the grandest stage of them all, dude. So this is the time to think outside the box. You don't need to have, you can have maybe one main host, but then have, you know, just like with the award show, you've got actors and whatnot like to go out into the audience. Like you have segments, Bad Bunny over here, Maria over here, you know, whatever, Ariel over there.
I'm sorry, Bad Bunny is going to have an interpreter?
Bad Bunny doesn't, you know,
Bad Bunny doesn't speak English that well that I think he would be comfortable with a host position.
I didn't say a host. I just said a spot, a segment. I don't really care if you can speak English or not. My man spoke the language of wrestling.
He sure did.
In that ring.
Did. He gave us all a pleasant surprise.
That's all I cared about right there. And Richie Bailey, the Super Chat champion. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wish they would put Money in the Bank back on WrestleMania. Come on, man. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. It would actually help the show, in my opinion, in terms of cutting down matches. Just put 6 or 7 guys in one match. Mm-hmm. See, I don't feel like they're utilizing their time wisely. I don't feel like they have a whole crop of people that we're just not seeing what we need to see.
I think they're being greedy at this point. Because the amount of money that they're shelling out for these, that people are shelling out for these tickets, you don't even have a stacked roster. You have a few good storylines, and actually, we're not even sure if one of them is going to make it to WrestleMania. And they still have to finish building up the whole Cody thing. Now we have to see who these tag team titles would be defended against. Will they even be defended against at WrestleMania?
It's got to be something. I'll tell you who I do not, unless it's going to be some kind of triple threat or fatal 4-way. This had best not be run back at WrestleMania. I do not in any way, shape, or form want to see them face Damage Control at WrestleMania.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, now I don't mind if they mix it up with another team. I'm okay with that.
Right.
But thank you, Richie Bailey.
And the
Thank
tag
you.
team titles have to be defended at WrestleMania. They need to have the titles defended at WrestleMania.
Well, we see. My thing is though, and this is another thing. We're going to have John Cena back next week. Clearly, he's going to have a whole thing. Okay, him and
Austin Theory.
It's
they're
going down.
They're going to be a WrestleMania match too. So we have Austin Theory, we have Logan and Seth as well.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think it would be a great match. I'm not interested in seeing John Cena lose. I want to see John Cena win the title. I really do. He's cleared his schedule. John Cena is just as busy as The Rock. Granted, he doesn't have a whole football team that he's dealing with, but I'm just saying, it's not like he's not doing nothing. But he was able to clear his schedule, and he's making WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to do this, sir,
mm-hmm.
I think we can go one more again.
Yeah.
One more again. I don't think it's too much to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Lita got to get her cardio game up.
For real, though.
Her and Tamina get to the performance center.
Just run on the treadmills, man. Just run on the treadmills.
Get a few drills. Do we see a Trish heel turn? I mean, that would be the swerve.
A heel turn for who?
Trish.
Only if they're bringing her back.
This is the third I heard. Yeah, see? Come on, man. This is the third time they defended the titles. Weak sauce. Weak sauce. And even as not great as Lita wrestled tonight, I still prefer to see her in the ring to Damage Control.
Right.
I'd say it that way, but it's true. Maria's great. See? That's what I'm saying. Don't know. It's a good question. I feel like it's only been a good handful. Sophie Dofi with a super chat right there. Thank you, Sophie Dofi.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Omos. Let me put a little tapatio on this. What you about to say right here?
You about to do right?
Well, no. Omos gets a Mania spot, but guys like LA Knight, Karrion Kross are off the Mania card. How unfair.
We don't know that yet because that card has got to fill up. We're talking about 2 nights, and they are charging up the butt for it. So we don't know if they won't land on the Mania card. I think LA Knight is cool, but I'm not a huge LA Knight fan. But Karrion Kross has been one of the biggest letdowns. You guys know I was so excited to see him and Scarlett come over here, man. And I feel like you just saw him come after Drew, confront Roman, and
no, just mess around with
Ray,
an injured Ray. Yeah, I gotta tell you, I gotta disagree with you, homeboy. I think LA Knight, I know. Is gold. And my man can have a hell of a match. As a matter of fact, put him against Karrion Kross. There you go. Boom. Problem solved. Problem solved. In fact, I tell you what.
I think you guys are forgetting how important giants are in the WWE. Giants have always been a big deal. It is part of the phenom that the phenomenal, mystical, it's that part. I don't know how to explain it, but just like Andre the Giant, and then, we had the Great Khali, and then we had the Big Show, and, giants are a big deal. And I understand that Omos is like a big wet blanket, and so we don't feel that connected. The Great Khali was a wet blanket too, honestly. But the thing is that Omos actually can go, and he can move, and he could wrestle. And we haven't really got a chance to see too much of that because most people can't go with him. But I feel like him and Brock maybe can bring something to the table.
I mean, I think anything's possible. I think when it comes to giants in the ring at WrestleMania, we always go back to the de facto WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, just a giant in stature. It was something that will never be duplicated. Never be duplicated. But it was also at that time, the general feel for wrestling was completely different. It lived and breathed kayfabe. It just did. So we're not in that time anymore. So if you're really going to have Omos and Brock, we know what Brock can do. I've yet to be convinced that Omos can go like that. I think this is going to be a good test for him. And I'm hoping he can step up his game. Look, like I said, when it comes to televised performances, this is the time you need to shine.
But how much could Andre the Giant do? He can
Back
barely move.
Towards the tail end of his career, yes. But earlier on in his career, my man could move. He was lighter on his feet. He didn't weigh as much.
Omos can move.
I'm not saying
I think Omos gets a bad rap. Look, at the end of the day, just like they talk about, are you not entertained? Everybody wants to see a giant. You are talking about a giant versus an extremely strong individual. And I want to see it.
There was another giant that faced The Undertaker called Giant Gonzalez. He was a giant, and he was a dud.
Yeah.
Did nobody want to see him just because he was a giant?
Right.
So all I'm saying is, yeah, you're a giant, but what can you do?
They put him together with MVP for a reason because nobody wants to hear him talk, but we do like hearing MVP. So we'll see. I don't know. Here's the thing. Am I excited about it? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not excited about it. But maybe they will make lemons out of lemonade, and I want to be optimistic. I want to be optimistic that we're going to be pleasantly surprised, like we were with Bad Bunny. I don't know.
All right, Sophie Dopey with a super chat. Thank you very much, Sophie Dopey.
Thank you. Hey,
it looks like we might be having 2 pay-per-views in May.
What?
I mean, I don't know how I feel about that. I really don't. I feel like you got to pace yourself. I don't think there's enough time. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. We got to see how April goes. Let's see how let's get past WrestleMania. Let's see the post WrestleMania Raws and SmackDowns, and then we can talk. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But thank you for that super chat.
Yes, thank you.
Hollywood stars versus former MMA stars. Dro, I'm telling you, you're not lying. What do we got here? Hang on. Have Money Mike Cat Williams host WrestleMania. I can do a pretty good Cat Williams. I can't do it right now. Next time I'll do a Cat Williams. Yeah, I'll start with Cat Williams. I wouldn't be mad at that. I think that would be interesting. NXT Scott and Cross were more intimidating.
Oh yeah. I mean, the Karrion Kross who couldn't be touched, who was just so, and him and Joe were going at it at the end, and nobody could touch him. We're not getting that, and I don't know if he's under delivering, or if they just didn't understand how much damage they were going to do when the only way he could ever win was when Scarlett was cheating, because that just makes him look weak. I understand that bad guys do cheat, and that's a part of being a heel, and I talk about that with Roman with any of them, when you're cheating to win, that is part of being a heel. But there's plenty of times that Roman comes out by himself and handles his business and takes it full all the way to the end. And I feel like with Karrion Kross, like he was just going after person, and he always needs Scarlett to intervene. And then he comes after Ray, and that's leaps and bounds from going after Drew and Roman. That's crazy. I don't know what they're doing with him. I feel like you brought him up here and you guys dropped the ball, and that makes me sad. I don't know And then when Scarlett got in the ring, I just wish I could unsee it. I wish I never saw it. It was so awful. It was so awful.
You know, we've said this many a time. I don't know what it is. The NXT performers that we see are fire. The promos that Bianca Belair was cutting in NXT, fire. I'm hoping we get that Bianca at WrestleMania. If we, like Jedi Knight says, we're going to get a Ronda, Shayna, Lita, Becky match for the titles, I'm okay with it. But I'm also concerned with it because the way that Lita looked in this match, as bad as Shayna main roster is and Ronda Rousey.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm just picturing Lita and Shayna in the ring together. And the only way that match would look good is if you fast forwarded it and then it looked like they were really getting down because both of them she moves in slow motion now, Lita does, every time she comes back. I noticed that last time too, and I was hoping maybe she wasn't feeling 100%. I don't understand you coming back and not getting in ring shape. And maybe that was what Rock was talking about. But as far as Shayna and Ronda go, like, I don't feel like, that's not exciting at all.
And Naz, I feel what you're saying. Io Sky is good. Dakota Kai is good, as they were in NXT. But we've said this many a time. The NXTers get brought on the main roster. They are fire over here. And all of a sudden, we just pour some water and we just douse that fire. This has not been the best NXT, Dakota, and Io that we could get.
And we would love to know why that is. Maybe that's what, when we start interviewing these people, we need to ask them, like, straight up. We saw something way different, a way different performer in you in NXT than we see on the main roster. Why is that?
We see these ladies go. We see these guys go. We keep saying Carmelo Hayes is him and he's ready to be brought up. I know just Alex feels that way. On NXT.
He is.
My concern
he'll get watered
down on the main roster. The very things that we like about these people seem to just get washed out. How long did it take us to get to this Asuka?
Right.
That's crazy. With the undefeated streak that she had in NXT, the whole nobody's ready for Asuka, and then you start jobbing to other people. Nah, man. So I hear what you're saying, but Hey, Nico Thompson, good to see you.
Hi, Nico.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Hi, Jimmy Snow.
The Great Khali was actually really good. I could wrestle in Japan. Yeah, he was. I think he might have some back issues.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not okay. So it's not that, and maybe it really was like you said the same thing. It was kind of as time went on. He definitely had some back issues, and it just looked like you needed to be careful or you were gonna break him because even though he was so big, like he couldn't move as well. So
it's basically like Matt Hardy. You ever notice Matt Hardy? He can't really bend his back.
Oh no,
really?
Yeah.
He's very
now
stiff.
Matt Hardy is like this.
You know, he can still go, just not quite like he used to.
Right, exactly.
You know? But yeah, some people go down, like they said, Donna, pimp down, pimp in distress, let him dirty. Gosh, we watch that all the time. We love that.
Oh my goodness.
Taker versus LA Knight. I mean, yeah, but Taker's retired now. I think it'd be Michelle McCool versus LA Knight. We would sooner get that before anything else.
Look, read George Lowry.
Yeah, see, exactly. Believe it or not, Andre used to do Hurricane Rollins in his day. Like, my man could move. If you watch him,
I do not remember that.
When he had the fro.
Of course,
he had the fro that just moved all over the place. He had the fro.
Yeah.
And he was bouncing all around that ring.
Yeah.
But because of time and his condition.
Yeah.
Like at the end, he was wearing a back brace under his leotard.
Yeah. No, he was in so much pain at the end. Look,
Omos, it was tough.
He said Omos is still so. he's still a raw talent, no pun intended.
He should have went to NXT first and cut his teeth there. Same with Dominic.
You're so punny.
Oh gosh. So should have Dominic. Dominic should have been
all day.
there.
And when Dominic visited NXT, he did so good.
He was
like
fire in that match.
It's almost like you walk into NXT and all of a sudden it's like this magic doorway to talent that we don't see on the main roster, and I don't understand.
I don't understand. So what I was going to say earlier is I actually wouldn't mind, because we've said before the Forbidden Door, one night only, once a year, whatever. I wouldn't mind seeing, I think this would be a good time for the NXT talent to shine. I know they got their own pay-per-view, and I think that's also part of the problem, is that each brand is its own individual brand, right? But NXT and SmackDown being the main roster always seem to commingle, and NXT is just the junior high kids that might get called up, might not. I think NXT will be a good time to do it, like they used to have with 205 Live. You had the Cruiserweight tournament and the chamber. Like, I think this would be a good time to showcase the talent of NXT on the stage of WrestleMania. You got 2 nights to do it. And I think that'd be a good way to introduce us to them, because there are a lot of people who do not watch NXT.
Right.
But we know you can go. And if this is the grandest stage of them all, you only have a highlight of this, I say do it. Mm-hmm. I say do it, quite frankly. And I don't know why they wouldn't.
Do it.
I'm just saying. El Elegante. Yeah, right? Sophie Dofi. Yeah, Sophie Dofi with a super chat. Thank you very much, Sophie Dofi.
Sophie Dofi.
Omos hasn't done everything all year to get a Mania spot, though.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right. And neither has Logan Paul. But these people are about the show and they're about the draw. And just like when you go to the circus, people want to see something that is a freak of nature, something that is something you don't see every day. And we know that Triple H is still old-fashioned in that way with a lot of the things that he wants to do that are still like back in the day. And I just think that a giant versus a beast is something that sounds like a spectacle people want to see, and that Triple H is old school in that way. So I'm not saying that Omos has earned it. I mean, Omos did go toe-to-toe with Bobby and had that, and then who did he go against before that? Because, I mean, well, when did he actually stop backing up AJ?
Who?
Omos.
Oh gosh.
Like the year before.
Yeah, probably. Which I actually thought they were a good team. I like them. Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's been missing in action, but the reality is that Brock, I mean, he just shows up lately to lose. So I don't even feel like I have any idea where that is going to end up, because Brock, is he really just going to lose every time? Because then you're just never going to even think he's going to win. But then Omos goes here. So are they trying to give Omos a push? I don't know.
I'm okay. Look, I need to see Omos do some damage to Brock. If you're going to be this big Nigerian giant, and we already know what Brock is capable of.
Right.
Okay, we've seen Braun overturn an ambulance, a truck, whatever the heck he did. Like, we've seen these great feats of strength. We've seen the Big Show do it. We've seen it from these giants. I have not seen that from Omos, other than you just being called a giant and fighting 2 guys the size of your thighs. Means nothing to me. I need to see him do some damage to Brock. I want to see him over the next few weeks get the better of Brock. I want to see interactions with them. I want to see Brock get so frustrated that he's almost losing his ish because Omos keeps one-upping him. You have to get me invested in this match other than it's just a big guy facing Brock.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure they need. I'm not saying they don't need to build it up. Yeah, I'm not saying they don't need to build it up. And right now, we don't have any reason to really care about it. You're right.
At WrestleMania. And I wonder what kind of a pivot this was. Because this seems like a very strange and hard pivot, because you had this whole thing, again, unsatisfied match with Brock and Bobby, and then you do an immediate left to Omos.
Who else is there on the roster who can not only make you think that they could go with Brock, but that can actually agree that they're not worried about stepping in the ring with Brock and getting hurt?
Bobby Lashley. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like this thing with Bray and Bobby, which I'm sure it'll be fine. Bray could have picked a feud with anybody. I'm not quite sure why they decided to go this route. I'm saying we could have a no holds barred. We could have an unsanctioned match. Just something that ups the stakes one last time.
Because
Brock
you
and
keep
Bobby.
hoping for a match that is not going to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
Brock
If Brock is the guy,
take him.
What I'm saying is this. If that's how they're going to do Brock every single time, then what hope do I have of him having a good match with Omos? If all you're going to do is cheat to win and then you're disqualified and it's a 5-minute thing. He'll do it with everybody.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're still left one more time unsatisfied over here. And then you just moved on. Like, I sat down for a meal twice. Both times you promised me something and I get rice cakes. And then you just moved on to a different, it's not fair. I'm saying it's not fair. We're cheating.
It's not fair, but I'm saying that I think you need to give that up. That dream is, I think that vote is
I will not. I will never give it up. But thank you, Sophie, for that super chat. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I will never give that up. Let's see. Wait, hold on. I want to make sure I get Lita and Becky Ronda. That would be in. Oh, yeah. Jody thinks that first hour was trash. Karrion Kross has underperformed since he came back to WWE.
True story.
I mean, true story. And like you said, with Scarlett, big fans, and we're excited to see you in the ring, but you need... If you're not ready, you're not ready. That was not the time to prove that you were not ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. You know, we are fans of you, get there.
Big Dog Inc., welcome.
Cross is fighting Batista in LA Knight versus Taker. That would be nice, Dro, if Batista wasn't retired and never coming back. He's done. The thing I've noticed with Batista, when he says he's done, he's done.
He's not playing.
He hit gold with the MCU. The Guardians of the Galaxy, he got this scratch.
He don't need nothing.
But he doesn't care. He's like, I did my bit, and I'm moving on.
And when he did come back, he got a lot of hate, and he doesn't need it. He don't need to let people talk crap, make fun of him. It's funny because we talk about giving respect to where you came from. I think Batista would have made it either way. He wasn't that big here. Fun. I think he would have made it in Hollywood either way.
For sure. Richie Bailey right here with this super chat. Richie Bailey, come on. Richie Bailey. We're getting Drew versus Gunther for the IC title at Mania. They should put Sheamus in that picture and make it a 3-way. I think that would be a banger at Mania. And we'll put even more prestige on that IC title. Put some respect on that title.
I like Drew and Sheamus together. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind them getting a title run for the tag team championship. I do think that Drew deserves a title. I think that it's time for him to get a belt. And if they're not going to give him the championship anytime soon, then I would not mind him getting the IC title. But I really do want to see, I would like to see them as tag champs. They are just so good. I would not mind
seeing that. I would not mind seeing them as tag champs. I think that would be great. If that's not in the cards, I like this idea. Mm-hmm. And I'm not mad at a triple threat. So long as Drew and Sheamus remain friends. I like them much better as friends than enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And that match that Sheamus had with Gunther, I would not mind seeing that again. I think a triple threat match at Mania. See, now that's a banger match.
That's a banger. Bang.
And I would like to see Sheamus come away with that title. I would like to see Drew hug it out with Sheamus, maintain that friendship, respect your boy. Yeah, I'm digging it. Richie Bailey all day with that. So looking strong, though. Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm. Awesome theory for United States Championship.
Thank you,
Brandon. Let's see what happens. John Cena's going to be here next week. Let's make it happen. Let's get one more spinner. I'm okay with that.
Spinner Rooney.
No, Carmella did good tonight. Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, it was
for what it
fine.
was.
I didn't. Yeah, it absolutely. I mean, and Asuka is Asuka ain't no easy win. Not that she did win, but you know what I mean. It wasn't a squash match. It wasn't that stupid Elias and Bobby match, 2-minute little whatever, So
See, that was unsatisfying. That did Elias no kind of good.
Oh, I know who's gonna fight the Usos for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. RK Bro. Absolutely. Randy is looking good. He's looking like he is going to come back at WrestleMania. And we haven't seen Riddle for a minute, but they're not done with Riddle. And the Bloodline is who put Randy out. So I say that is going to be a WrestleMania match as well. The Usos versus RK Bro. Okay.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Carmella will get watered down on the main roster, Nation of Domination. That's what we're afraid of.
Carmelo.
I think him and Trick Daddy, Jerome.
Trick Daddy.
Let's call him Jerome. I think Morrissey and Jerome. I think they're fine on NXT. There's plenty of opportunity there, and can they expand into the main roster and have success? Probably.
I don't think they need to rush that because why not give him the NXT title? I mean, I how much longer before they bring Braun Breaker? I think that Braun Breaker fast passed it to the title. He fast passed it to the title, and the way that he did that and how dominant his run has been, that he will be coming up.
But that's what I'm saying. Also, in regards to WrestleMania. Now's the time to fit in NXT somewhere in this card. Let's have an NXT, half hour, whatever it is, both nights.
Yeah.
Let's get you on here in front of more people than you've ever been in front of your entire life, and let's see what you can do. Are you going to fold under the pressure, or are you going to shine? Because here's the thing about pressure: it can either make a diamond or it can crush you.
Absolutely. I mean, and I don't know.
What's it gonna do?
It will.
What's it gonna do?
Richie, we do think that we think Dominic and Ray are gonna get their WrestleMania moment. I think more out of respect to Ray, and because they want Judgment Day to be out there for her, and then I think that maybe they're gonna want Judgment Day to also be out there for Dom. And then I can see Santos getting involved and making sure that the odds are not against Ray.
See, I just don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I respect being unconventional. That's okay.
Makes me very uncomfortable. Makes me very uncomfortable.
That's how I felt when Jay entered the arena and was standing up there. I was like, I'm feeling very uncomfortable.
Hey, Samantha Poole, good to see you in here. Jimmy
Hey, Samantha,
Snow,
welcome.
how are you? And I think I saw somebody.
Jimmy Snow been in here for a minute.
This big dog. Did I miss you? I'm sorry about that.
I
Wrestling
acknowledge
Lane.
these people.
Wrestling Lane. Good to see you. How are you? You're probably the old lady from Friday. Are you prepared? Yeah, see. Woo! I'm not gonna. Okay, hold on. The family show. Don't make me say it. But I like it, Zay. See, somebody knows some Friday references.
Right.
Okay, that's why I'm the king around here. Yeah, you get it.
No, my favorite old lady part was in Friday 3, the last Friday. Like, I ain't no killer. You understand me?
No, wait a minute. Don't
wait a minute.
Don't touch me. Yeah, man. Three Kings right here with a big super chat. Thank you very much,
Thank you, Three Kings.
We appreciate you. Brock barely wrestles when he has good workers like Bobby and Roman. Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like he's getting, and I know Dro is probably dying that we're saying this, but he gets so much props because he is just like how Goldberg was. Like, yeah, he could like spear you real quick and take you out and win, but if you could go for a minute, Goldberg couldn't last.
You think he's going to actually wrestle Omos. I'm calling that it will be just a German suplex, 2 F5s, and it's over.
No way. I think you're giving Brock way too much credit. Bobby and Omos went for a minute. So Omos could go. And if Bobby couldn't just take him out in 2 minutes, and Bobby and Brock couldn't beat Bobby.
But Bobby didn't try to cheat, though. Brock over here biting ears.
Well, if he cheats, he cheats. But as far as just going in there and whooping him over, no, I don't think that's going to happen.
I would love to see Omos go flying in an F5. I want to see my man just suplex city till the cows come home. That's a big dude. I'm all about seeing big dudes take some hits like that.
I mean, you can only take a hit that big. I mean, okay, so if you think about how much he weighs and how tall he is, there's only so many people who could do that to him. And you having that much weight coming down on yourself, there's only so many hits like that you could take. So yeah, it would probably end with something like that. But do I think he's just going to come in and just get like run down like that? I appreciate your super chat, but I've got to disagree, homeboy.
I wouldn't mind seeing a contract signing since MVP spit his drink out in Brock's face. I think in the VIP lounge, we should have these guys meet up. Mm-hmm. I think 1 week, the next week we have a contract signing. I think we just need to invest. We have time to do it. You got 3 hours on Raw, 2 hours on SmackDown. Did we see Charlotte Flair tonight? Was Charlotte Flair here tonight to confront Rhea Ripley? No, she was not.
I want to see Brock put his hands on Omos and push him or do whatever, and Omos doesn't even move.
Let me tell you what I want to see.
Make Brock so mad.
I want to see a Rockers moment. I want to see a Marty Jannetty going through the plate glass window moment. I want to see, and that was shock. I was shocking all in the audience. I want to see Omos just lift up Brock Lesnar to shock him, throw him through something. Something breaks. Like I'm telling you, if we're gonna get invested in the way that we need to be in this match, they gotta make these moments big. You've got 4 weeks to do it. I
agree, because honestly, and you guys know I bring this up as one of the best rivalries of all time. When Braun and Roman went at it, and they had the ambulances, and they were doing some things. And when Brock and Roman went, you had them behind scenes, breaking windows, ripping off car doors. It was insane. You should have that exact same build-up with Brock and Omos. These writers need to figure that out.
Absolutely. Three Kings, thank you for that.
Thank you,
super
Three
chat.
Kings.
We appreciate y'all. I think we're about to wrap up. I think, let me see. Who else did we? That sucks. Isn't Scarlett? Is in the 2023 game? You can't use her to fight with just a manager for you or anybody.
After seeing her in the ring for real, they're doing you a favor.
Mm-hmm. Banger after banger. Carlos, because he respects the Lucha family. We hear you, Dro.
Mm-hmm.
We hear you. And I see Sophie Dofi got a super chat as well. Thank you so much, Sophie Dofi.
Thanks, Sophie. Coming in hard tonight.
Oh, geez, Sophie Dofi. Do you think we will see Gunther versus Cody at SummerSlam?
Maybe.
Traditionally, back in the day, if you held the IC title, that was the next step right before the WWE title. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing the heavyweight champ versus the IC champ in a major pay-per-view again. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
But again, are we assuming that Cody is winning the title at WrestleMania? I know this is his story. I don't know.
It seems so obvious that he's winning it that I almost don't think he's going to win it, because it just seems so obvious that he's going to win it. And that makes me think maybe he's not going to win it because it's too obvious.
I think he is, but it also begs the question, which we were trying to talk about last night, is the Sami Zayn problem. Sami Zayn overshadowing Cody Rhodes. I mean, it just is what it is.
Right.
And when you're coming into this big season right now, again, we have Monday Night Raw.
Right.
We did not have a Cody and Roman moment. I understand Roman is going to be on SmackDown. Is Cody going to show up on SmackDown? Or is it still going to be the Jay, the Jimmy, the Sammy?
Cody is going to be on SmackDown. That's what he said, and that's what Paul was saying. You were getting this ready. But Paul was saying...
Okay, so Cody's going to be on SmackDown.
Paul was saying he's coming to invade, and if he shows up and he doesn't, he will be confronted by Roman. So Paul said they will be talking face-to-face on SmackDown.
Cody and Roman.
Cody and Roman.
Okay. Then there we go. So then if you're going to get that, then why don't I have that situation? Why is all the business happening over here and not over here?
Right.
I don't know. This is not the time. It should be in their contracts during a major season leading up to a gigantic pay-per-view. You've got, a few of them in the year, but WrestleMania 2 nights. You clear your schedule, you show up every week, you're going to do what's asked of you as a performer to build this story up. That is what should be happening right now.
The one thing that WWE hasn't figured out is how to make both Raw and SmackDown banger shows at the same time.
No.
They always heavy load their best stuff on the same show. It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. Thank you, Sophie Doe, for that super
Thank
chat.
you.
We appreciate you.
It is time to wrap up.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. He says some few people up here. Greg Felty, what's going
Greg.
down? Samantha Poole, you can have to do that, but we appreciate you with that super chat.
Thank you,
Thank you
Samantha.
very much, Samantha Poole. Is it me, or does this Raw feel like a Vince show? I'm hearing rumors swirling that Vince is mixing creative a little bit.
It did feel like that. It didn't feel exciting. It didn't feel great until Trish came out. But
I honestly feel like Vince really is trying to kill his own creation. I do. Because I don't. There's really no legit reason that he needs to sell WWE. It's not like WWE was in trouble. It was under his banner. But things were looking up under the Triple H and Stephanie banner.
He's like that toxic ex that's like, if I can't have you, nobody can have you.
Well,
I think it's very sad.
It's sad to us. We're the fans. We're the ones that's watching this.
Right.
And I hate to see something that you love just die a slow death in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks. But I get that feeling too, Samantha Poole. Thank you,
Samantha.
Very much. WrestleMania basically sets up what we'll see for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. But WrestleMania, much like Raw, has always been the de facto flagship. So that's the time. SummerSlam is months away. WrestleMania is weeks away. All I'm saying is, are you people showing up or not?
Right.
I'm not really overly interested in Candice LeRae and Nikki Cross's weird little thing. But I want to see if these ladies are going to step up their game in that ring and get a WrestleMania moment. That's what I want to see.
Right. No, for sure. Rolenberg, top flight security of the world, Craig. Be more Luddy, got more head than he got body. We really do watch this too much.
Paul probably low-key wants a smashing from Roman. Maybe. Oh, you just drove your Brock's messenger? Fair enough. We appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yes.
Definitely feels like Vince has got his hands on this.
Mm-hmm.
See.
Hey, Wesley Franklin.
And that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
That sucks, if that's the case.
We don't want his old perverted hands on nothing.
Richie Bailey. Thank you, Richie Bailey.
Yes.
Super chat,
of course,
Richie
we're
Bailey.
going to close out hard with our super chat champion.
I feel really sad for AJ this year just because he's not going to be on the biggest show of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's not going to be a proper Mania without him. The show goes on, though. I wouldn't count AJ out just yet. Sometimes people, I don't know. I would love to see him on the show. I know he's
Did we
got a
know
little
the
injury.
severity of his injury?
I know he's going to be out for a minute. It does suck.
Well, then how would he be back in 4 weeks? Bro?
But you never know. I'm not counting AJ out yet. I'm not counting him out yet. I'm not counting this AJ out, and I'm not counting out AJ Styles.
And just on the way out, can I just point out that just because he's gone, does his whole faction need to be gone?
Apparently.
Honestly, they are talented. You could have had them out there. You could use them instead of the Maxim male models, but I don't know. I don't know.
You seen Giles and Anderson? You seen me, Chin?
Right.
What's going on,
Dropping
man?
balls left and right, man. You're right. Baby Vince is back in creative.
Dropping mid-sized balls. This is what we're saying. So
mid-sized balls.
So we appreciate you guys joining us for the last half of Monday Night Raw and this review. I think it's fair to say
GSO Wild Dan. Hi.
It remains to be seen what this continued buildup is going to look like. We got 4 weeks, people. 4 weeks to get her done. I'm a little concerned, but we'll see what it's like. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Thank y'all for joining us for a much better stream. And it's going to get even better because we got the hardware coming in this Wednesday. So when we do our Saturday night's live event, it's going to be fire.
I'm
excited.
Put up the Super Chat champion belt for the Super Chat champion.
Me and Yin was nowhere without the club, and they dropped that whole Judgment Day feud, didn't they? Though, Dude, don't even.
I mean, how strong would she have looked if they kept coming out behind her? And you know what I mean? Like they never think to just use them to make her look strong and give her a push. What did you even bring her back for?
Precisely. And who was she feuding with? Are you seriously telling me there's nobody else in the back?
Right.
That this lady can get down with?
Right.
Like she's coming out as just a badass, and we know what gals in there can do. We know what they can do.
I mean, she came out taking it to Rhea. Rhea is about to challenge the champion on the grandest stage of it all, but you just dropped her too? Okay, Super Chat champion belt. Richie Bailey,
we acknowledge you.
Super Chat champion.
Reigning, defending, undisputed Super Chat heavyweight champion of the world. Richie Bailey.
Woo-woo.
You don't have to, but you do, and we thank you.
And
we thank everybody that gave that Super Chat. Sophie Dophie, the OG.
Yes.
Man, come on, Samantha Poole, and you guys are amazing. Just stick with us. Especially at the yesterday stream, I would have left. I would have dropped. Unsubscribe. Boop. Notifications off. Boop. AB combos.
We're asking people to like and subscribe. You over here suggesting people drop our stream?
No, just kidding. We appreciate y'all. So we thank you very much. We also, for the members, as you may or may not know, if you haven't seen it, we got the members only exclusive video. If you want to get in on that, then get in on that. You got to do what?
We got to
join.
Hit the join button, and then you have to join the I was reading comments. Wow. You have to hit the join button, and then it shows you the different levels of membership. And and it tells you which one comes with it, because I can't remember which one it is right now. But we
love you too, Richie Bailey, and we appreciate you not subscribing to Domination. We got some more content for you. We're working on some social media stuff. We want to bring you guys the best that we possibly can. So come back with some more A&B combos.
Wrestling edition. Appreciate all our ride and die, Philadelphia.
We might go live again one more time this week. I don't know. We will see.
Teasing it. Are we going to give it to you?
Seriously, thank you guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Drive safe wherever you are. Go home and crack open a Steve Weiser. Hell yeah! That's from Jedi Knight 88.
Bid you adieu.
A Piper Niven. A Piper Niven.
Adieu.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.